Hello, how are you? I am teacher Laura Reales Ballesteros, and today we are going to have another nice lesson called Word of Differences. It is for 10th grade. So I hope we enjoyed and learned many things together. So go and invite your family to participate and learn with us. Okay, so let's get ready for this class. Today you are going to need some materials. Okay, first you are going to need a pencil. Okay, or if you want, you can use a pen, and you can choose if you use blue ink or black ink. You are going to need also some sheets of paper, or if you prefer, you can use a notebook. Okay, whatever you feel more comfortable. And you need a sharpener, and of course, an eraser in case you have to correct some mistakes. Okay, now I'm going to give you some very good reminders for today's lesson. Okay, please first try to avoid loud noises. Okay, look for a place that is quiet and make sure you feel very comfortable. Maybe you can work in the place where you always complete your self-study, guys. Okay, so let's start. Let's think about this question you are going to see now. Okay, there you have. How does understanding people's differences help us all become better human beings? Okay, so think about it and talk with your family about this. Okay, ready? All societies have cultural norms, even though norms influence our values, attitudes, and how we behave. We are often unaware that we are influenced at all. Okay, now I want that you work with your family members, okay? So you are going to look for all the families that you have there in your house, okay? And you are going to group themselves, okay, yourself, according to something all members have in common, okay? It can be something physically, it can be about personality, about likes, dislikes, or clothing, okay? Whatever you have in common with someone in your family. So I wanted to make groups according to that thing that you have in common, okay? So talk about all these characteristics and think about it, okay? Are you ready? Okay, so let's see. I want to listen some of your answers, okay? Some of your groups. So let's start with Sophia. Tell me, what do you have in common with your mom?
Let me think. Well, we both like Ricardo Arjona music and chocolate ice cream. Also, we have the same eye color.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, now let's listen to Emmanuel. Tell me, what do you have in common with your dad?
I have a lot of common features with my dad. For example, we are tall and thin. In our free time, we like to watch sports and we really enjoy to go to the stadium.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Sophia and Emmanuel, for your answers. Okay, that's very nice and very interesting. Okay, so now we are look at these questions. Okay, pay attention with these questions. Okay, so it says, did you find different family members with whom you have things in common? Number 2, how do people group themselves in society? And number 3, what makes a Costa Rican Costa Rican? Okay, so think about this and talk with your family about it and tell me your answer. Okay, so let's see. Maybe Jose Daniel, can you give me the first answer about the things in common?
I think that I'm very different to the other members of my family, but I think that I have some things in common with my brother, and a lot of the things that my father likes, I like them too.
Okay, thank you, Jose Daniel. Let's continue with the next question. Carol, can you give me the answer?
I think that people prefer to group themselves with people that have their personal thoughts in common, such as sports, hobbies, sexuality preference, politics, trends, or financial state. Sometimes they receive a specific name, for example, athletes, nerds, emos, popular or business people.
Okay, very good, Carol. Okay, let's continue with Mariana. Tell me, what makes a Costa Rican a Costa Rican?
Eat gallo pinto, and not every party eat arroz con pollo. Celebrate each win of the soccer national team, and after that, go to the Fuente de la Hispanidad. Go to the parades every 5th of September is what makes a Costa Rican.
That's right. Okay, go to the Fuente Hispanidad. It's something very tico, okay, that represents Costa Rican people. Okay, excellent. Now, let's look and read the following sentences. Okay, there you have. So maybe, Andrea, can you help us reading number 1?
We are all different. However, we also find many aspects in common.
Okay, thank you. Saul, can you help me with number 2, please?
In my opinion, we have many things in common with each other.
Okay, thank you. Nicole, please read number 3.
I agree with Anna. Differences make us unique.
Okay, now let's see. Now that you have read these sentences, we are going to classify them as number 1. Here you have the classification. Okay, so number 1, express opinions. Number 2, show agreement. And number 3, show disagreement. Okay, so think about this and tell me what is the correct classification of these sentences. Okay, are you ready? Let's see the answers. Okay, let's see the pictures. Okay, so it says that the first one is show disagreement. Exactly, very good. That is the correct answer. Okay, now we have number 2, and it says that the number 2 is express opinion. Excellent, very good. That is the correct answer. Now you have number 3, and it says I agree with Carlos that that it shows agreement. Okay, very, very good. Excellent. You're doing a great job. Okay? Now, I want to show you a picture. Okay? So pay attention and look carefully this picture. Okay? Wait a minute. Okay, there you have. Okay? So pay attention. Look carefully all the details and the people you have there. Okay? How many of them have you seen at school? What do you see in the picture? Do you relate to any of the characters? Okay, maybe you have seen some of them. Some of your classmates like to play soccer or football. Some of them like computers or listening to music, right? Okay, so let's continue. Do you know what is a clique? Do you know what is a clique? Have you listened this word? Okay, let's see the definition. Okay, so there you have. It says that a clique is a small group of people with shared interests or other features in common who spend time together and do not readily allow others to join them. Okay, so now take your pen and write the definition down in your notebook. Okay, so let's repeat the word after me. Okay, clique. Repeat, clique. Okay, you're doing good. Now you are going to get the main idea of an audio text about subcultures and cultures and cliques. But first, we are going to check some keywords that are going to help you understand the audio better. Okay, so there you have the keywords. Okay, so the first one is fit in. Okay, repeat, fit in. Then you have left out. Okay, repeat, left out. Now you have excluded. Okay, excluded. Next one is ridicule. Okay, ridicule. Now you have mean. Mean. Another is make fun of. Okay, make fun of. Then we have deal with. Okay, deal with. Then you have heard. Okay, heard. Now you have handout. Handout. Okay, so now that you have all the keywords, let's see. What are herds? What do you think are herds? Okay, maybe with this picture, with picture number 12, you are going to suppose what are herds. Okay, so it says a herd of choppers are waiting anxiously for the store to open. So a herd of choppers. Okay, so many people. Okay, now let's continue with some examples for the other keywords. Okay, so there you have. What is something that you can do to hang out with your friends? Okay, so look at the pictures and it says maybe a movie marathon, a costume party, play video games, something you really enjoy doing together. Okay? Okay, let's continue with next one. It says, where does your teacher fit in? Where does your teacher fit in? She fits in with athletic people because she loves sports. Okay, so your teacher fits in with athletic people because she loves sports. Okay, let's see next one. If someone feels left out or excluded, they are unhappy because they have not been included in an activity. Okay, so left out or exclude. Okay, let's continue with the other one and the last one. It's cruel to make fun of other people's imperfections. Okay, it's cruel to make fun of. Okay, so now that you have clear all the definitions, let's see these sentences. Okay, you have some incomplete sentences and we are going to read them and then we are going to complete them. So number 1 says, before the evolution week, students hardly have time to with their friends. Number 2, students are afraid of making mistakes because they think that others might them. Okay, so let's see. Next, that is the correct answer. Very good. Number 1 is handout, and number 2, make fun of. Okay, let's continue with number 3. Some students think that they have the right to others. Number 4, you don't have to be part of the. It is important to value your individuality. Okay, so let's see what do you have in your answers. Number 3, ridicule. Very good. That's right. Number 4, hair. Yes, that is correct. Very good. So let's continue with number 5. And it says, Roosevelt thinks that she does not at her new school. Number 6, students with special needs should not be from the school system. Okay, so let's see your answers. Number 5, fit in. Fit in, very good. And number 6, exactly, that is left out. Left out. You're doing a great job. Okay, so let's continue with the order. Okay, it says, Alina was to her classmates. She never played with them. Then we have Rudy was of the theater group. And number 10, some students learn how to bullying in a very positive way. Okay, so let's see what do you have there. Okay, that's right. The first is mean. Okay, number 7 is mean. Number 8, exclude for the theater group. Very good. And now, deal with. Exactly. Some students learn how to deal with bullying in a very positive way. Okay, now let's see, because we are going to listen an audio, but first you are go over to these statements. Okay, let's see the statements. There you have, cliques are exclusive groups. Cliques respect differences. Cliques are formed by popular kids. There are different ways to deal with cliques. Okay, so pay a lot of attention because you are going to tell me what is mentioned in the audio and what is not mentioned. Okay, so let's listen to the audio, to the video. It's a video, okay, so you have to watch the video and pay a lot of attention to what they said.
Well, for a lot of us, the need to fit in with a group can often make you feel left out. But cliques don't have to complicate your life. Felipe has the story.
Let's face it, we all look for friends who like the same things we're into. It's when certain groups of friends become cliques that problems start.
Most cliques laud their exclusivity to others by not allowing others to participate in it.
Cliques can be bad because they're kind of exclusive.
I say a clique is a group of friends who can be sometimes exclusive.
Exclusive.
Some cliques don't just exclude, they ridicule. Kids from the theater group Faces helped us see how cliques can hurt. Faces acts out real-life issues that affect teens.
When did they let the bride of Chucky walk in Brooklyn?
Like, sometimes they're mean people, like that, like, I don't know, that make fun of you.
Some people, they talk behind your back.
Dr. Hilfer says cliques are nothing new. Teens have been trying to figure out how to deal with them for years.
I would certainly tell a kid who was excluded from a clique to try to recognize that these groups aren't for everybody.
That's the same advice Carol Weston gives in her book, For Teens Only. Carol says she often hears teens say, "No one likes me."
I would say there's such a difference between no one likes me and I want to be popular. I mean, I want to be popular. A lot of people feel that, and then it's almost like they grow out of it and they realize that it is more valuable to have a couple of friends than to be, you know, one of the popular kids.
Here's more advice in dealing with cliques, and some of it comes from teens like you. Don't be one of the herd.
Find people who
you are more compatible with instead
Yeah.
of just trying to get into a specific group.
Choose your friends based on who they are, not the group they belong to.
Just ignore the actual cliques and try to get to know people as individuals.
Value your individuality. Your own self-esteem is often the best protection against cliques.
If the cliques that you don't hang out with like bother you, just ignore them.
Finally, be yourself. If they don't like you as you really are, they're not worth having as friends.
Do you know that girl Hazel?
Yeah.
The weirdest girl in school.
She is so weird.
And if you're in a clique that's hurting other people or hurting you, find new friends.
What do you mean you're tired of it?
I'm tired of it. I'm sick of treating people that way.
Because you don't want to be mean. You don't want to be exclusive. You want to be a nice guy.
Whatever then.
Okay.
I think the best advice comes from Eleanor Roosevelt, a strong woman and former First Lady. She said that no one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Okay, so did you pay a lot of attention? So let's check your answers. Okay, so tell me, cliques are exclusive groups? Yes, they mentioned that. Very good. Cliques respect differences? No, they didn't mention that. Okay, cliques are formed by popular kids. That's right. And there are different ways to deal with cliques. Okay, very good. Now we are going to watch another questions about the video. Okay, so let's look for the questions. There you had, what is a characteristic of cliques mentioned in the video? Okay, number 2. Okay, we have the other question that is, why do some students consider cliques as mean? Because, okay, number 3, how long have cliques been around our society? And number 4, how is don't be one of the herd explained in the video? Okay, number 5, which of the following recommendation was not mentioned in the video? Okay, so ready? Did you think about that? Okay, so let's check your answers. Okay, so we are going to see answer number 1. Okay, because you already watched the video, so you have, yes, what is a characteristic of cliques mentioned in the video? They do not allow others to be part of the clique. Okay, very good. Let's continue with number 2. Why do some students consider cliques as mean? Students in cliques make fun of others, ridicule them. Okay, very good. That's nice. Number 3. Okay, so what is the answer? How long have cliques been around our society? Students have been dealing with them for years. Very good. Okay, now let's see number 4. Okay, number 4. If people don't like who you are, ignore them. Very good. That is the correct answer. And then we have number 5. And the correct answer is organize your own clique at school. Okay, now let's suppose a friend of you wants to be part of a clique. Tell me one advice you can give her or give him about that. Okay, maybe Andrea, give me some advice. Okay, let's listen to Andrea's.
Well, I think that cliques are tight groups that usually have a strict code of membership and ways to act, instead of being centered on shared values and belief. Many cliques tend to focus on maintaining their status and popularity. For instance, a clique may try to make it seem like the people in it are better than those outside, or that their clique is higher status than another clique.
Okay, good. Saul, give me one of your advices, please.
People in cliques sometimes use their power to hurt others on purpose, either by excluding them, being mean, or both. Sometimes they might insult people by trying to fix them makeovers. Other times it becomes more serious and someone outside the group is targeted or victimized for being looking or acting different.
That's right. Okay, very good. Thank you for your answers. Now let's check what did you did today, okay? What did you do today? Okay, so you read the instructions carefully. Yes, very good. Okay, you check all the words that you didn't understand. Very good. Okay, you finished the linguistic task proposed. Excellent. Okay, and you use different supports to complete the linguistic task, like images, keywords, audios. Very good. Yes, you did it good. Okay, so what was the favorite part of these lessons for you? What can you improve next time you watch this TV program? Okay, think about it because you did a great job today. Okay, so in our next lesson, we will continue learning about more things. Okay, so this is Laura Reales for Aprendo en Casa. See you next week. Okay, bye bye. Take care.